So the story continues. I mentioned last video that I had graduated from UC Santa Cruz with a bachelor's in philosophy. I had no next steps as far as what job I was going to be applying for. For me, this was a really pivotal moment. I had a friend that mentioned the AmeriCorps VISTA program, which is Volunteers in Service to America. It's essentially the domestic version of Peace Corps, where they pair you up with a nonprofit throughout the United States. The program runs for about 3 years. What they provide you is an experience where you're able to be embedded within a low-income community or impoverished community where you can really make an impact as far as working with youth, elderly, depending on the specific program you're going into, because there's a lot of different types of experiences that you can participate in. For me personally, I was connected with a Boys and Girls Club in the city of Santa Ana, that's in Orange County, California, which is the city that I actually grew up in. I got to give back to the community that I grew up in, that raised me, or rather that helped raise me. So the AmeriCorps VISTA program runs for those 3 years, as I mentioned, and every year you complete, they provide a education fund. I believe that's what it's called. When I was in, it was about $5,000. The Boys and Girls Club did have a previous VISTA, but that person had left after that first year, so there was another 2 years left on that, essentially like a 3-year contract, if you will, with that particular Boys and Girls Club in Santa Ana. So I was there for 2 years. The position that I held there was College and Career Access Coordinator. So what I was able to do in those 2 years was conduct 2 job fairs. I was able to bring in the local colleges like Santa Ana College, Cal State Fullerton, UC Irvine, as well as bring in professionals from different industries. That was a really good experience for the students to have that type of exposure to the different colleges and universities and professions, especially because that was something that I personally did not have growing up. So I thought that was a really important, seeing what options are out there and knowing that there is a community college and 4-year university in their backyard, because I personally did not know that, which is kind of funny to say now. But additionally, the professionals in the different industries was great, again, because that was exposure, different types of careers that they can be interested in and identify with, and maybe spark some interest in them at a early age to get them motivated. And as I mentioned in my previous video, having a vision for your life can really push you forward working towards that goal. And then another portion of what I did there, college and career focused curriculum into the normal program there. So what I did there was embed types of careers or types of degrees as far as how to get into that type of career, or what it would look like to get into the career, and how to gain the necessary experience to be successful when applying for those type of jobs. And of course, from elementary to middle school to high school, it was different and specific to that audience. However, that was the goal, and I think over that 2-year period, I was able to embed a lot of that. And what I learned from that experience was the work-based learning model, where you have real-world experience, as well as the new world of work, which emphasizes soft skills and how important that is to be successful in your career, and something that I was able to take with me as far as developing on those different skill sets, communication and teamwork and adaptability and things like that, right? So that was really a cool experience, because I was able to do a lot of research around that and learn the different aspects of what it looks like for workforce development, college and career access training. If you're not aware, in Santa Ana, many households have multiple families in a house, so they're not growing up in the best circumstances, and that was something that I dealt with in a very similar fashion, as I grew up in Santa Ana as well. So connect with the students on that level as far as, that upbringing. But again, I was able to be someone that left the community, got educated, and was able to come back. That was my experience as an AmeriCorps VISTA. Again, it wasn't just about that experience in and of itself, but it was about all of the different lessons that I got to learn, and the skills and the knowledge of what it would look like as far as, what my career could look like moving forward, and the type of person that I wanted to be. And I definitely do recommend, even someone coming out of high school, university, I do want to note that I'm not associated with or have any partnership or anything of that nature. Just wanted to speak to what my experience was like and the impact that it had on me. I do appreciate you stopping by. I hope I provided some insight or value in this video, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.